We are thrilled to be joined by local performer and songstress Vickie Daniel, who will be presenting two special programs at Central Library in early September as part of the library's celebration of the state's bicentennial. The first program is on Saturday, September 10th at 2 p.m. here at Central Library's Clues Auditorium, and it will focus on the question, who was Madam C.J. Walker? The very next day at 2 p.m., also here at Central Library, Vickie will present a program on the history of jazz on Indiana Avenue. But first, let's talk about Madam C.J. Walker, and in just a moment, we'll give you a taste of Vickie reenacting Madam C.J. Walker from the Central Library stage. Thank you for joining us, Vickie. This is a real treat.
My joy, my joy.
The title of the program on Saturday, September 10th makes for an appropriate first question. Who was Madam C.J. Walker?
Madam C.J. Walker, a fabulous woman, America's first self-made woman millionaire. And she started her company, really starting manufacturing here in Indianapolis in 1910. But she really started in the business of beauty in 1905. Mm-hmm. And so coming to Indianapolis, Indiana being the crossroads of America, she used the trains and transportation to get her products out. George Knox, who was over the Freedman newspaper, encouraged her to come here because of the richness of the city.
Well, I was going to ask what led to her success, or what enabled her to be so successful. And the culture of Indianapolis had a lot to do with that, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And Mr. Ransom and Mr. Brokenberg, who were her attorneys, large people in the community, coming to Indianapolis, being centrally located in the country, mm-hmm. and being able to go all over the country with her products. Okay. So it was a wonderful move for her.
Your program again is on Saturday, September 10th, 2 p.m. here at Central Library.
Yes.
What will people learn and see from this program?
My why of the program is for people to learn the beauty of having your own business, and even the business of taking care of your own life, you know, mm-hmm. and doing the things that you love. She was successful because she did what she loved. She found something that she really loved, that really spoke to her, and it was a service that served a big need. Women and other people have a need to feel their beauty. Mm-hmm. And so her products and training Walker agents who were hair culturists in the beauty system of the Madam Walker system of beauty gave them an opportunity to earn money and to be the best that they could be. So she was in love with what she did. She loved it. And so hopefully people will be inspired to fall in love or find something that they love and get into it and live their life doing it.
Of course, her legacy lives on here in Indianapolis.
Yes, it does.
On Indiana Avenue with the building named after her and the theater, the Madam Walker Center and the Madam Walker Theater.
Yes.
We're in for a treat now as we're going to watch Vickie reenact Madam C.J. Walker in this special piece.
My name is Sarah Breedlove. You know me as Madam C.J. Walker, America's first self-made woman millionaire. They call me Lady Bountiful, or the foremost colored woman of my race. But what I want to say today is I am a woman who came from the cotton fields of Delta, Louisiana, and from there I promoted myself to the wash tub. And from there, I promoted myself to the cook kitchen. And from then on, I promoted myself in the business of hair goods and preparations. I am a woman determined to make a difference with my life. I came from the cotton fields, but I don't live there anymore. I live at Villa Luaro, Irvington on the Hudson, in the neighborhood of the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, the Tiffanys, and the Golds. But you'll have to come and see me to hear about my story, because I have a story. It's not always a pretty story, but it's a beautiful tale. I want to share with you my secrets of how to grab yourself and get yourself together to embrace a life you want in the beauty of your business. Because see, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a philanthropist, and I'm also a social activist, standing up for the things that I believe in. But most of all, I believe in a woman's ability to stand on her own 2 feet and create a life for herself and her family. That's what I am, Madam C.J. Walker, America's first self-made woman millionaire. And I have a story that will inspire, enriching your life. I have a story for you that will make you see that you are more than you have been being and doing. I want to be a part of your success.
Vickie, I feel like I know Madam C.J. Walker now. How long have you been doing characterizations of her?
For over 25 years. I started off, Butler University asked me would I do it, and I started off at Conner Prairie. And from there, I went to the Indiana Humanities. I've done her at the Indiana Historical Society.
Does this have great meaning for you, too?
Oh, it does. It does, because my mother's a hairstylist. Well, I come from 4 generations of hairstylists.
Wow.
My great aunt, my mother, my daughter, and myself, we all have licenses as hair culturists, cosmetologists. But it's a legacy to my mother, yeah. And her power from the beauty industry. She was a hair weaver almost 40 years ago.
My goodness.
On Indiana Avenue.
It certainly shows your sincerity and passion show right through in your impersonation. That's relative to a program on Saturday, September 10th, Who Was Madam C.J. Walker here at Central Library. Yes. But the very next day you're doing a program on jazz on Indiana Avenue. Yes. What will you do for this program?
I will do jazz. I will do the music, and I will tell the stories, and I will have wonderful jazz musicians, and a jazz photographer with photographs will be there to share some of. And then I had a program where I asked living jazz legends to come, so I'll ask some of them to come and share.
So there'll be music?
There will be music. There'll be jazz. I will be doing jazz.
What's the legacy of Indiana Avenue to Indianapolis, and what that meant to the city?
It is, it's a hot spot for jazz for the country, really for the world. I mean, from Indiana Avenue, you have Noble Sissle with U.B. Blake, and World War I, he was Shuffle Along, Shuffle Along with Noble Sissle. And James Reese, Europe, out of World War I, he was the one who helped introduce jazz into Europe. So that is an Indiana connection. You have, of course, the fabulous J.J. Johnson and Freddie Hubbard and David Baker.
West Montgomery.
West Montgomery, yes. And the women, too, the fabulous women to me. Mine was Terry Hayden here in Indianapolis, who was a wonderful organist. But Hazel Johnson, Mary Moss, Cheryl Hayes. So it's a rich legacy of music that just sustains you. I mean, it's something about the music that it's a democracy, because everybody comes together and they play, but yet and still you get to have your own voice. Your own voice.
We look forward to both programs.
Thank you.
The Jazz on Indiana Avenue program on Sunday, September 11th, 2 p.m. Vickie Daniel, who will be singing and doing music with musical friends.
Yes.
And then her program the previous day on Saturday, September 10th, 2 p.m., Who Was Madam C.J. Walker? Thank you for joining us. This has been a real pleasure. And to learn more about these and other programs the library is presenting in celebration of Indiana's bicentennial, just visit our website at indypl.org.